workplace has changed more in the last 5 years than it did in the previous 20. And if you're feeling lost or left behind, there's a reason for that. While you were standing still, the world kept moving. But here's the good news. It's not too late to catch up. Hi, I'm Chris Flakus, author of Stay Relevant. I know this feels overwhelming. You mastered one way of working and now everything's different. Remote work, AI tools, 5 generations working together, new communication platforms. Sometimes you probably think, can't we just go back to the way things were? Trust me, I've heard this from thousands of professionals. Here's what's happened. While you were focused on doing your job well, the job itself evolved. The skills that got you where you are aren't necessarily the skills that will get you where you want to go. And instead of evolving with the workplace, most people are trying to force the workplace to work the way it used to. And the biggest mistake I see is people thinking that this is just a phase and it'll pass. And they're waiting for things to go back to normal. But this is the new normal. 5 generations in the workplace isn't temporary. AI isn't going away. Remote and hybrid work models are here to stay. So you can either adapt to this reality or you can get left behind. Instead of fighting the current, let's learn to swim with it. The professionals who are thriving right now, they didn't just accept change, they embraced it as an opportunity. They learned new technologies, adapted their communication styles, and found ways to connect across generational lines. They became bridges between the old way and the new way. I want you to think about this. What aspects of the modern workplace are you still fighting? What tools or approaches have you dismissed because they're different than what you're used to? Where might you be creating your own barriers to success? So here's your action plan. First, identify one new workplace technology and commit to mastering it this month. Second, observe how your younger colleagues communicate and adapt one element of their style. Third, find ways to add value that only someone with your experience can provide in this new environment. And finally, fourth, stop saying back in my day and start asking, how can I help make this work better? When you stop fighting change and start loving it, you become invaluable. You're not just someone who knows how things used to work. You're someone who can help others navigate from where we were to where we're going. That's a skill companies will pay a premium for. If you're ready to stop feeling left behind and start feeling relevant again, I want to help you. We've developed strategies for thriving in the modern workplace at any age. Remember, change is not your enemy. Resistance to change is. Embrace it and watch what becomes possible.